Hola amigos, me llamo Shaywa. Welcome to this channel. So we're gonna be talking about the top scams going on right now in 2023 in Merida, Mexico. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. This is gonna be based on my experiences as well as some people that I know experiences. Vámonos, Lego. Let's talk about it, okay? So I gotta definitely give a shout out to my sponsor for this mic. I know some of y'all been telling me I need a mic, I need a mic, I need a mic. I know, okay, I got one now, okay? And I give a special shout out to my sponsor. You know who you are. Love you. Anyway, let's get into it. Some of the top scams going on right now in Merida. Yo, I like to believe that sometimes we are not our experiences. Also like to believe that you had it coming. And then sometimes I also like to believe that you just go through experiences in order to share to others about your experiences in order for it to be like a teachable moment for everybody involved. So nonetheless, how you choose to view this information, that's upon you, baby. How I want to present it is that this is a learning experience for all of us. This is not going to be something to throw shade on somebody. This is not nothing to wish anybody anything, negative energy. This is all coming from a place of love. All right, that's all I'm saying, because I want everybody to do well. I want everybody to prosper. I wish everybody peace, abundance, and all of that good stuff. Light, wishing you light. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. If you don't like light, you can click off the video. All right, so thank y'all for subscribing, and thank you guys for liking the video and commenting and sharing this video with somebody you know. Thank y'all, appreciate that. Gratitude here, gratitude here. Okay, so we're gonna get into it. I want people to do better. Okay, I'm not trying to toot my own horn here like I'm perfect. But what I'm saying is, who God loves, He reproves. Anyway, let's go to the next. This is one of the top scams. Well, I personally been hearing some things about the leases and deposits and things on apartments and things like that. So this is what I'm hearing through the grapevine. And I haven't experienced that personally, but I do have some personal experience to share with you all. Okay, so some of the top things I'm hearing is that, oh, my landlord is not refusing to give me my deposit back, or my landlord wants me out of the apartment, or it's just like always something involving the lease. And this is not talking about a recent story that you have may have heard about. As far as okay, I gotta be careful how I say words on YouTube, y'all. Forgive me. I'm trying to think of a better word to say this. You may have heard allegations of a person claiming claim that they were, you know, held against their will, right? Okay, that's perfect. So that's not true. The information is not true. So, but there are types of scams like that um, that's going on here. All right. No, I'm not scared. It's just no, I'm not scared. I'm a gangster. But anyway, uh, I just want to let y'all know about these things that's going on here, because I don't want people. I feel like as an influencer, you have a responsibility to enlighten people, give them the truth. That's your God given. Excuse me. That's your God given ability as an influencer to give people truth. Um, Even if you give them falsehood too, that's being too real for TV. That's being too real for YouTube. But I'm just being honest. Um, we have the responsibility. Anybody pick up a camera and start recording, you have the responsibility to tell the truth as well. That's what I'm pretty much doing right now for you guys. So I've been hearing some negative things about this. My landlord won't repay my refund my deposit and things like that. So I want you guys to be careful. Make sure that you hire a lawyer, and make sure it's a good lawyer. Make sure it's a lawyer that your apartment contractor, property manager, real estate agent, as well as your whoever you're buying or renting from, just make sure that they are okay with the legal person that you choose, because a lot of them have problems with the legal people that you choose personally. And so that make sure it's somebody that they approve of, because once again, we're in scam city, or well, scam country. And I'm gonna get to why I call it that. But I mean, the USA is a scam too, so I just don't want y'all to have the perspective like, oh, it's gonna be different. I mean, who am I to shoot your dreams down? If you feel like in your mind that your life is gonna be different from wherever you were previously before you came to Merida or Mexico, don't let me shoot down your dreams, honey. That's not what I'm trying to do here. What I'm trying to do here is enlighten people on some other people's experiences and minds once again, okay? I think sometimes I do be too deep for people, and so that's why I just be chilling. I be chilling. I be chilling. But anyway, another story for another time. So people have been saying that they won't give them the lease back. They won't give them the deposit back, things like that. So I just feel like if we can not only just expect the good, but accept the bad if it does come, so we won't be totally disappointed behind a place or a person or a thing, and that is to not expect. There's no expectations. Delayed makes the heart sick or whatever. So don't expect things to be perfect. But if you do, like I said, don't let me shoot down your energy or make me be delusional. Do your thing, okay? I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to other people who can appreciate information like this. So individuals have been complaining about that. I have not personally experienced that, y'all, but that's suddenly becoming a rising thing. So look out, all right? Then we got reoccurring charges on a debit or credit card. Now, I don't know about you all. I know people who are banked solely or just only with Mexican banking. Okay. And I know people who are Mexican that have these bank accounts, people who are Americans who have Mexican bank accounts. So what I've been hearing, excuse me guys, give me a second. Act like you don't even see this coming. My mic is falling off. So what I've been hearing is that there have been reoccurring unauthorized charges on some people's cards or with certain banks. I'm not going to say what bank it is, but the popular ones, okay? That's what I've been hearing. Maybe you don't have that experience, but I've heard something about that. And this is, like I said, it's my job to inform you all about what's going on here because I'm an influencer. I gotta tell the truth. I can't hide stuff. So I currently have both Mexican bank account and American bank account. Now, I have not experienced this, but for sure, I know that my U.S. bank account, I know for sure that these people don't play. My bank in America don't play. So I kind of keep most money there, if you know what I'm saying, for safety reasons. But at the same time, I haven't personally experienced that, but other people have said things about that. You know how you can, if there's an unauthorized charge, I've heard some people couldn't even get their money back if it's an unauthorized charge. And I'm like, how is that? That's not correct. The banks usually are insured for cases like this. So that's apparently what's going on. So I'm not sure, you guys, but I definitely want to enlighten y'all regarding that. I personally, like I said, have not experienced that. And if I did, y'all would be the first people to know. Y'all would be the first. I will let y'all know I got scammed, dude. I will let y'all know what's going on. All right. But that has not been my case once again. So the next scam, we're going to talk about the airport thing. I was on the phone with one of my amigas. Shout out to her if she's watching. I don't know if she wants me to say her name or not. So, and we realized we were scammed in the same way. But we had two separate outcomes. Okay. So in the airport, there's these guys that offers you to bring your bags to the car for you. And, in my head, okay, yeah, you tip them, you tip them or whatever. So let me tell my amiga her story first. She said, yeah, the man wanted like $1,000,000 pesos or something like that. I think he said like a mil pesos, which is like $50 just for carrying the bags, from the airport, like in the part where you have to go through customs and all of that, in Mexico, Merida, Mexico, and to the car, and that was $50. And she said, "Yeah, I just paid, what?" And I said, "No, they already get paid." And I was like, "Wait, that happened to me." I was like, told a similar story. And she said she didn't have the. I think she said she didn't have the cash to give them. She didn't have it. The cash. She only had a card, and they don't. Of course, they don't have docs and Apple Pay. They don't have high technology like that. So poor thing paid. I think she paid, and I was like, oh my god, I think that was a scam or whatever. And I was telling her that it happened to me, where the guy helped. He offered to put my bags in the car and carry my. I had like three bags of suitcases, but it was really heavy. Oops, sorry y'all. And it was really heavy, and my boyfriend was with me. So when he got off, he picked me up, and he took my bags from there. But which the guy met him in he had a dolly basically. All the suitcases were on a dolly, and but my boyfriend could have. But anyway, so he got out to the car and he was putting the bags in the car, and the man was telling him, "Oh, it's going to be such and such, for me helping, whatever." And I made sure that we were going to tip him. Don't trip on that. We had the money to tip him, but the man was like, "This is not enough." And my boyfriend was like, "What are you talking about?" It was going on and on in Spanish, I couldn't hear I could understand everything he was saying, but he was like, "You basically get out of here with all that bullshit." Basically. And my boyfriend don't look like he is from Mexico. He looked white. I'm not gonna say he looked white. He looked white and Chinese. Okay. So they think, oh, they see him with me. Oh, he American or whatever. Let's scam him. So this man be going off on so many people trying to scam him. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. He be like, what? He be going off on people. And at first, y'all, I was taking every little scam personally. When I realized it was happening to him, he said they scammed him too. I didn't feel so bad about it, to be honest with you. Because I was like, damn, people just like out to get you for your little money or whatever. Not your little money, but you have to get them little coins. And I'm like, it's just not necessary, because I feel like if you do good work, people will give you what Anyway, another story for another time. So I said, my amiga, her story was different. She actually paid, and I was letting her know. My boyfriend said, "This is okay. This is the outcome." My boyfriend said that they already get paid by the airport. And he told him, get out of his face, basically. He told the man, get out of his face. You already get paid by the airport. Anything that people give you is out of the kindness of their heart. And it's a tip, not something that you based your salary on, because the airport already pays you. This is your job. And I was like, oh my God. So, I told her, and I was like, next time don't do that, because that's not right. This is why a lot of companies don't allow their employees to take tips. This is exactly why, because it's a scam in a sense. It is part of your job description to do something. You're getting paid a salary based on those qualifications in that job description, and you don't do it, you go beyond that. That's kind of like insubordination. So what happens is a lot of companies in the USA, at least, do not allow their employees to take tips from people unless it's like a waiter job, like sometimes customer service jobs will let you do, but most of the jobs in the USA will not allow you to take tips. Okay. I know for sure in the healthcare industry where I previously worked in, it was the same thing. You could not take tips, gifts. I mean, your clients could come in there with a Tiffany & Co bracelet. You can't take it. Your clients, I'm talking about, could buy you some really quality stuff. You just can't take it. He's like, oh, you can't even date your patients. That's how strict some laws are. So I understand that why on another level. But anyway, going back to the story, he was trying to get more money. And there's no laws here in Mexico to prevent that from happening, or kind of put fear in their employees to kind of like discourage that. I don't think that it's like that here. The laws are more like loose here. Okay. There are laws here and regulations, just like there is in the USA, or wherever you come from. There's always laws, things like that. But the laws are so loose here. You can do a BM. I ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, you get what I was saying. So yeah, y'all beware of the airport scam. All right. And then we have another scam. I heard some things about lawyer scams. Remember I told y'all earlier, make sure if you hire a lawyer, make sure this lawyer is trusted within the community, a person who has done a line of work. just quality, and they have proof of it, and you trust their spirit. A person who has their business together, because a person is going to only take you as so serious as you're going to take yourself. All right. That's all I'm saying. So the person has a professional looking business, has a great reputation, has been used by some of your friends or somebody that you know, or a group of people that you trust, then that's the person you want to hire. Okay. Make sure this person has a legit business and phone number. Make sure they have a website. Because if you're a lawyer, that's your profession, then you're supposed to be ready for that type of stuff. And if it looks sketchy, if it feels sketchy, it probably is, baby. It probably is. Okay. All right. So this next scam is like the prices be changing sometimes. Like a lot of stores and little markets and businesses and little, I don't, what do you call it? I was trying to think of the Spanish name. Grocery stores and stuff like that. They change the prices a lot. So one of the big things for me was like, that confused me. It's like, as a business, I want to understand your pricing system, because it gives me a high. I don't know why. I just got to know why you're charging me for something. If you're going to charge me for something, sometimes you'll go into a business and there's no price listings. It makes my head hurt if I can't see why I'm being charged. It's not that, I don't, I just like to see. I don't care. It's like, it's not about the money. It's like, I need to know, okay, maybe it's the ADD in me. I don't really know. Do I have ADD? I don't want to label myself that. But at the same time, it's just like, I have to kind of see things to perfection, because I guess I'm a perfectionist. So I don't know what's wrong with me. But anyway, child. Sometimes the prices be different. And I'd be like, want to know why? Okay, why is this day today it's 100 or something pesos, and why is tomorrow is 110? I'm trying to figure that out. It's not that the money is a problem. It's just that, is there something that I don't know about? Is there a reason why one day is high and the next day is low? Are we basing our prices on how the American dollar is doing toward the peso? Or is this just a game that they run on just Americans? I'm just trying to figure it out, because some people will be like, oh, it's no big deal. Everything's a big deal to me. Everything, because those who are faithful in me shall faithful in much. I have to understand everything, especially my environment. So yes, I'm going to question things, and yes, I'm going to investigate. Yes, I'm going to experiment. Yes. That's just me. Call me the scientist. That's just me. All right. So I always tell y'all, like, listen, X prices before you go. Write them down. If you can get prices in the text, WhatsApp, they can't deny you. They can't change the prices or anything like that. And the scams they run here, they're so petty. The scam is laughable. It's petty, like petty stuff. Okay, it's just like petty stuff. It's funny because now we know what kind of scams they be doing. Here it's just petty stuff though, like thieving, time wasting, um, try to get just like a few more pesos out of you. It don't mean nothing. Like, it really just don't. That's the crazy part about it. I remember we had went to the washateria, and we went to wash some sheets and stuff like that. And because the washer we have, it's just like, that shit broke. So to get the big stuff out of the way, you gotta just delegate the responsibilities. But anyway, washed that stuff, had it dried, and we were like, okay, we were letting the attendant know, a washateria attendant know, that we want to go get some ice cream. It was ice cream shop next door. And she was like, all right. And then we decided that we didn't want ice cream, and we went right back out. A matter of like probably 60 seconds, I would say, walk out the door and be like, no, I don't want ice cream, babe. And walk back into the washateria. They had opened the dryer because we were getting ready to go, and all we were waiting on was the sheets and the blankets and all that to dry. And they popped the dryer out when we left out. And we came back in like 10 seconds, and all of a sudden the dryer's done now. We were like, what the? So my boyfriend, he's very humble. He's a very nice guy. He's like, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's funny. We laugh at it. No, but that shit ain't funny. That's like you play with my emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's like you playing with my mind. It's not about the fucking money. It's about like you playing with my emotions, you playing with my mind, you playing with my dignity, you playing with my integrity, you playing with my niceness, you playing with my kindness, you playing with my heart, you playing with my feelings. I don't really take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm like, oh my God, they're so lucky he's with me. Because if he wasn't, I would have told him something about it. I just don't think that's right for them to do something like that. I don't care if you were tired of us, the energy, what you feel like, oh, I'm gonna save money or whatever. So I'm gonna pop the dryer open to save a few pesos. To save a few pesos, you open up the dryer and it wasn't ready, but we're paying you to do this service. It's not my fault that your bill is high. Maybe you should charge higher on all of your services. That's not my problem. But anyway, those are some of the top scams. Just like this little petty stuff. Little petty stuff. All right, so the carelessness that some people have here is crazy. I remember I went to the beach and we were like stationed. This is why I don't like to do nobody. I don't like to be around people no more when I'm at the beach. I just like to be solo in my own zone because of what happened. So I was walking. We were sitting by this family that had a dog, and basically the dog was just barking at everybody. You could tell that the dog was one of those types of, it was a little small little dog, and you could tell this dog was just like one of them dogs that just didn't get out. You know how they be when they act when they don't get out. If you have a dog, you already know how they are. When they don't get out to do stuff, they're gonna be very mean. It was a mean little dog, and the dog probably didn't get walked as much. You could tell the dog wasn't used to being outside. Because the dog would bark at everybody. I was like, oh my God, this dog must don't get a lot of walking. May not be a healthy dog, because healthy dogs don't do that. If the dog is used to being out, the dog won't do that. The dog won't bark at everybody when the dog is used to. Dogs need social lives too, just in case you didn't know that. If you have a dog, your dog needs a social life. So you can't just isolate your dog just because you want to be isolated as a human. Them dogs need a social life. And I've noticed a lot of people here, they bring their dogs to the park and things like that to socialize with other dogs. And I think that's what you need to do, because they don't know how to react with people or react with other dogs or react with other humans, because they're locked up in a cage. They're meant to be wild and free. They're an animal. Even though you're a personal animal, your personal pet, they are not meant to be caged up. But anyway, this dog was like that. The dog was on 20. The dog was like mean little dog. I don't even remember. Like a little Yorkie, maybe like a little Yorkie. And so this dog, I was like going back to get in the water, and I forgot the dog was on a leash and that he could rotate around where we were. And so that dog bit me, basically. The dog bit me. Yeah, child. I was going to get to the, he bit me. And I'm like, oh my God, shit, And I'm sorry for cursing. I forgot. I'm on YouTube. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at my feet right now. I just can't believe that happened to me. It's just like, are you kidding me? So after that happened, because I wasn't physically bleeding, but the dog did prepare. He poked me pretty bad. He didn't sink in. I wasn't bleeding incessantly, but I felt like I was bleeding, if that makes any sense. I definitely think he damaged a few blood vessels there. But I wasn't bleeding. Felt like I was bleeding. And the first thing they were like, oh, it's okay, yada yada yada. And I'm like, what? Did he bite you? Yada yada yada. And I'm like, what? And then Julio was like, oh, boyfriend. Oh, they say it in Spanish that he got his shots. The dog got his shots. Oh, and I'm like, me being American, I was freaked out. I was like, I should got this damn little dog. Like, but he kept me calm. I'm like, but who does that? And the only thing they could say about it, oh, sorry about that. What? If that would have happened in the States, y'all know what would happen in the States. And I said, if that would have happened to my kid, it would have been a different story. But because I was not bleeding, I decided to walk away from the situation. But they could have been like, oh, I had to get the people's number, basically. And, go to the doctor and all of that good stuff, because this fucking dog bit me. And the carelessness that some of these people have here, it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Like, your dog bit me, And the only thing you're gonna say is, "Oh, sorry about that." The fuck? What the? I don't even know what to say. I don't. I was just so. I'm so over the situation. It's like, why the dog just bit me? It's crazy. But anyway, they're just so careless here. When stuff like that happens, they're so careless. As a matter of fact, let me share this with y'all. How, okay, you know how in the USA, this is for my USA people. I don't know how it is everywhere else, like in other countries or whatever, but I know for sure it's like that here. It's like that in the USA. Okay? Because I've only been to the USA and Mexico thus far. So, in the USA, people who dress in certain ways, certain colors, with certain materials, certain brands, with a certain look, they get perceived to be a certain way. If you dress nice with certain colors or with certain materials, say you're looking like a business man, woman, you have your white collar on, you're looking bossed up, basically. You know what that look like. Whatever came in your mind, you know what I'm talking about. You can perceive as if you're well off in life in the USA. Dress nice. Oh, everybody's gonna think you're rich. You know what I'm saying? You have certain things. People gonna, most people are gonna perceive you as if you are wealthy. That's just how the game is. But here in Mexico, if you're a person who dress nice and look wealthy, well presented, people will try to scam you. And also, if something happens, like say for instance a car accident, this happened to a few people. This happened to a few people actually. Because they got perceived as if they had more money, had a better car than the person that actually caused the accident. The person who caused the accident literally didn't suffer the consequences. You want me to repeat that? Sure. Hold up. The person who got perceived to have more money was the person who suffered the consequences, who got hit by the person who didn't look like they had much. You caught that? Did you catch that? Because in the USA, it's different, baby. It's different, right? So we're talking about cultural things. Yes, there are people, wealthy Mexicans here that dress a certain way, they're wealthy. And they look a certain way, they're wealthy. However, these people know Americans have money. It doesn't matter. And if you don't have money, these people are going to perceive you in such a way. And it's such a nice perception, though, to have of us. I really dearly appreciate that perception. I really appreciate it. You want to think that I'm rich and wealthy? Hey, I'm all for it. It's a positive trait. It's like saying, oh, I wish you happiness. I wish you peace and abundance. Like, that's like saying that. Of course, I would want anybody to wish me anything good. But when you dress a certain way here and something happens, they look at you like, oh, you'll get over it. Because the poor, they're the most vulnerable and they protect each other. And then there are scams going on here. It's like, if it happens to you, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. You're rich anyway. Like, it's like, I don't know. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? So it's like, okay. At the same time, though, even though I feel like even if you're heavily melanated, these people still gonna know. They still gonna know. So I'm just telling you how it is, and I'm telling you based on a lot of people's experiences. And then, like, I always tell y'all, look, ask the prices before y'all buy anything. For the simple fact is, you need to get it on paper. Get it through a text message. Hey, how much is this service? Okay, how much is this service? Okay, I like to schedule. Because I'm telling you, they like to play games, and I think they like to play games because they think most of us can't perceive the language, that we don't understand math. Like the math, we may not understand the language, but baby, trust me, we understand the math. Because the math is a different language that we all been taught. We may not have been taught We may not have been taught Spanish in school, in high school, like we're supposed to. I don't know about your high school, but in my high school, I never took a foreign language. I took something else. I don't know why I never took it, but I never took foreign languages. But anyway, universally, math is math. That's another language that we can speak, even though we cannot, probably most of us can't speak Spanish that well. We can speak math, baby. And numbers are numbers. That's a language I don't think I miss numbers. Okay. So basically, I know how to count. Okay. And I think a lot of them think that we don't know how to count or that we're not conscious of time and numbers. I don't know why. Just like the people in the Washington area, we walked out, they popped the thing open. Maybe it's just more than that. Maybe it's having your third eye open or something like that. And they think maybe your third eye isn't open, that you don't know what they're doing. I don't know. But this is an experience of things that happening to people here, including myself. All right. So ask the prices before. Get it in paper, get it in pen, get it on a WhatsApp or something like that. Because they be trying to scam people just out of like 20, 30 pesos or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the money, it's the principle. I believe that if you allow people to take advantage of you, then they will. All right. So I feel like at some point we have to kind of be like, listen, I know we're in y'all country and y'all want to kind of like make more money off of us. I get that. But at the same time, I don't think it's right. I don't think that's right. Okay. I get it. You don't have enough, so you have to kind of like scam somebody out to make that enough. I get it. I just don't think that's nice. Okay. Especially when we get gifts every day. You know, we wake up every day. We have the sun, we have water. Most of us have water, and just those basic necessities that we need to live. Why be a person that wants to just scam? It's not nice. It's not a good feeling when it comes back. You know, because Earth moves in a circle. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a good feeling when it comes back around. And of course, I've heard some things about shared electricity, about how the electrical bills. Some of you guys have been commenting. I don't know who exactly because it's been a while, about how the scams and as far as like the electricity bills goes. I'm just kind of like hoping that I never get scammed here on a large scale. I've been hearing things about people promising people to you just can't take their word on it. Just don't take their word on things. I don't want to put nobody's business out there. Don't take people's word on things. Get it in paper. Get it in paper, and get it in a WhatsApp. If people say, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do this, yada yada yada," and you pay them before they do the work, then I'm gonna be honest with you. That is kind of your fault. Especially with a person who's not used to having a lot of money, and you're giving them a whole lump sum of money, they're gonna drive themselves crazy. This is why they say too much of money will kill you, or because they probably never seen $10,000 in one day before or something like that, and they probably like, oh shoot, we were rich. They're gonna go drink, they're gonna go party. Like I don't know why, but it's like in the Yucatan, it's like on Mondays, it's like they be sleeping drunk on the corners, like laying down. I mean, I'm talking about in nice neighborhoods too. We're not just talking about in every neighborhood. Okay, it's not as much as it is in the USA. All right, but I'm just trying to inform you guys about what's going on here. All right, this is the aftermath of when you take the lenses off after that vacation, how it goes down. This is the things that you probably will experience or will hear about when you're living in such a country. Okay, living in a city. So, let me wipe my eye, y'all. Thank y'all for commenting and staying with me for this whole entire video. I know it's a lot of information, but I really appreciate you guys who are still watching this. So, yeah, put it in paper, write it, put it in a WhatsApp. If they're gonna say something, they're gonna do something, put it in here. They can't lie. I've known. Let me just mention this story by one of my clients. She had this experience. She had a guy make some furniture for her. Girl. What this girl did was so hilarious. Okay. I'm trying to tell y'all the joke. So the guy, she paid the guy all the money. I believe she did. And he just bounced. Like he didn't finish the rest of it. He only did part of it. He would just like, it would be like months and months, like would pass by and the guy would like not say anything or comment back. He would always lie to her and things like that. Uh, and so, child, this girl did some FBI investigation. You know who you are. If you're watching this video, comment down below. What's up? I ain't gonna say the girl name, but this girl said she hunched him down, went on his Facebook, and found out from his followers where exactly he lived. She was able to find it out by doing some FBI investigation on Facebook, baby. She pulled up to the house and he was shocked, she said. Yo, this is a bonus experience right here. Like this is how it really is in Merida, baby. This how it is in Merida. You know what I'm saying? So my girl went found this man and told him, listen, I paid you to do a job and yada yada yada, you won't finish it. Cause I already paid you to do it. And did he finish it? And she like told him, like, look, I know where you live at now. You don't do me like that, I won't do you like that. You know what I'm saying? I paid you to do a job, do it, okay? So baby, that man came, did that. He finished that stuff. He finished it. All right. Cause now she know where you live at. You can't run. I was like, I don't know if they be thinking that we are just illiterate. What do they think about Americans? Like, I don't know who told these people that we were slow or something. But like I said, y'all, it don't be about the money. It's about a person. And it's like challenging your your gifts or your spirituality or your natural God-given intuition. Like, don't play with me, because God gave me intuition. God gave me power. God gave me this knowledge. I hate to sound like a powerful person or over just be obnoxious or full of myself, but it's like, nah, I'm a replica of the Most High. You know, in Genesis 1:26 says, God, we are made man in God's image. So if I'm like a God, then I am a God, baby. All right. And so in that sense, it's like, I don't know if they understand, like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't get it. It's like, I think they think that we're slow or something, but my baby was able to find him because she did some FBI investigation, you hear me? So she found him and told that man stop playing with him. And I appreciate that, because I'm like, if somebody else would have maybe somebody else, American or whatever, or melanated person or whatever, would have like bought some furniture from him, and they could have possibly done the same thing to somebody else, or not just even us as Americans, not just to single us out too, because they scam each other. All right, so that could have been happening to somebody else for years. You know what I mean? Not just a person of color, but it could have been happening to anybody. It's just wrong. Like with anybody, it's just wrong for that person to do that. You got the money for the job, you should definitely pay for that. Do the work. And I know another experience, I don't know if the person wants me to share this, but that was crazy. I'm probably not gonna share that one because it's probably too close to home. But I know some other stories, y'all, that happened to people where they got their justice regarding people scamming them in Mexico, and yeah, so I think they think we're crazy or kind of like slow, or whatever. Because sometimes I go to the little store, like corner store around my house or whatever, and the guy be like, "Oh, it's 18 pesos for this one day," and I get the same stuff, girl, and it'd be 30 pesos, and I'm like, "What the?" And I'm like, "I ain't gonna say nothing. I 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 ain't gonna say nothing." And I'm like, "But I have to say something, because otherwise, you'll just keep you'll scam me out my damn drawers or whatever. I let you scam me out my drawers or whatever." So it's like, you gotta say something. You don't have to be mean to nobody, but you definitely do gotta say something. I guess then let them know, like, look, I know what you're doing. That's okay. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know who repays. We already know who repays. So it don't even matter. The higher power repays each one according to its deeds, or her deeds, or whatever like that. So yeah. Maybe I should give you guys some tips on how y'all should like avoid scams. You can't avoid it, baby. You can't avoid it. It's inevitable. It's life. It happens. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all love and light. So all I can say is And then, oh look, I gotta tell y'all about this story. Y'all probably know about this story. I know of quite a few people that got scammed because people were literally making up jobs. Like I told you about the airport thing. These people be making up jobs, y'all. Y'all know how there are these people in the parking lot that kind of like parking lot assistants or whatever when you go to like the plazas or you go to the mall or you go like you see these guys are not official. The mall does not employ these people. And I'm like, what? I didn't know. I thought it was so nice to have a parking attendant even at Walmart or something. Like, to me, that was just like, I've never seen that in the USA unless you were going to a upscale place, like, a 5-star restaurant. Sometimes they have valet. Not really valet. I wouldn't say it's valet services. It's kind of sort of the same thing, if you know what I'm saying. But have a parking lot attendant like at Walmart, like that's kind of fancy to me. That was so caring and loving or whatever. But they're making up jobs and stuff. And one time we went to Cancun. I don't know where this man took me, but I was with my boyfriend, and we took this back dirt road. It was Mexican out, okay? It was we went in the middle of Mexico. We went in the tourist areas. His man was taking me in the hood. Like, anyway, we rolled through some kind of this man. We rolled through the street, and this man was a regular man, regular little boy with some shorts, and he didn't look like he was official or of any kind, of any nature. And this man was sitting there with a little rusty bucket, up there charging people, was it 10 pesos to cross the road where his house was intersecting. So his house was here, the road was there, and he had a rope from this end to this end of a little dirty rope, and had a tire with a pole on each side. And if you pay the 10 pesos, you get to ride through the street. And I'm like, this is not an official toll. What is this? My boyfriend's like, oh, it's okay. Like, that's okay? That's not official. Like, what the? So you can, and then some of these people, I know some people do get paid to be a bathroom attendant. But y'all, can y'all believe this though? Some of the bathroom attendants is a made up job here in Mexico. They have these like people that charge people to use the bathroom, public bathrooms. That's also another scam. I don't know what to say, but it's just a lot of little scams here. It's quite interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, y'all, and just at least y'all know about all the scams. At least y'all know about all of them. Now y'all know about all of them. Okay, if these people don't look official, have some type of official government t-shirt on. I'm sorry, guys, it's hot in the hell in here. Y'all know I can't open up the windows or put the AC on because y'all won't be able to hear me. So the top scams, y'all, like these people don't look official, they're not official. All right, it's because people say, oh, you owe me $20 for the water, and they come rolling up to you like giving the money, or whatever. They're not official. It may not be a lot of money, y'all, but it's not about the money. It's the principle that you need to not be getting scammed out here, even if it's some little money or whatever. They know you're American, baby. They know you got money. They just know. All right, so let me inform you just in case you didn't know. All right, so thank y'all for watching this video. And if these people are not official looking, like I said, don't. If they don't have these, they have uniforms. Okay, the middleman have uniform. That's why y'all gotta be subscribed to the channel, because I do share little details about Mexico or the people in Mexico on the my shorts. So you gotta subscribe, baby. So anyway, if they don't have uniform on, they don't look official, they don't have some type of Mexican badge or something like that, or a uniform on, and they look like they, you don't know what somebody official. If somebody, just come on, just be like you in the USC. Don't come down here being vulnerable. All right. So that's pretty much it for the video, y'all. Let me scam y'all out of money. out of nothing. Okay. I might be forgetting a few top scams, but maybe we'll make part 2. Yeah, let's probably do that. So thank y'all for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. Adios.